we're going to move into the NFC South, and that will be won with a 14-3 record with Tom Brady, the GOAT, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers with Todd Bowles, man. Even though Tom Brady took his short retirement, took a little hiatus a few weeks ago, he's going to come back would definitely come back with blood on his brain, without question, man. And that team is pretty much the same outside of Rob Gronkowski, but I will say this. I expect to see Rob Gronkowski playing this year. And he is going to play sometime this season, man. I guarantee you, man. He's going to come back right in the middle of the season or something when they really need it, and he's going to come back for a playoff run. With that being said, you know, Tom Brady's in his last year. At least that's what he's saying. But the team's the same, you know, pretty much. You know, Mike Evans, receiving core, you know, running game, tight defense. It's going to be more of the same, man. That's what it's going to be. Coming in with a 10-7 record will be the New Orleans Saints. After losing Drew Brees and Sean Payton in consecutive seasons, it's now on Jameis Winston once again to make some things happen. And I think that he would play just well enough while Alvin Kamara is being suspended. Even though it hasn't, as of airtime, it hasn't officially happened, but it will happen sometime this season. He'll get enough done. Jameis Winston will get enough done. Okay. But Dennis Allen, I'm not a big fan of him as a coach. He was the head coach of the Raiders at one time, so I know what his capabilities are. He is a defensive-minded coach, so offensively, I don't expect him to do much as far as him calling the plays. But Jameis Winston, I think that he'll play well enough in that division to go 10-7, and we'll see what happens with Alvin Kamara. Also, Michael Thomas is still on injured reserve as of now. At least he reported to be injured, so we'll be monitoring that status. But that's what's going on with the Saints. Coming in with a 4-13 record will be the Carolina Panthers, and is now the Baker Show. He is no longer Baker Mayfield. He is no longer in Cleveland due to the fact that Deshaun Watson is the man over there now. But what they're going to do? They're not going to do anything, you know, unfortunately. I'm sorry, Carolina Panther fans out there, man. There's not a lot to speak of. But Matt Rule is the head coach. He's a running coach. He's going to try to run the football, you know. So I don't expect Baker to really do much. He's used to having a great running team behind him with, you know, previously with Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt, who I mentioned before. But, hey, you know, I'm going to watch it because I want to see what Baker can do, man. I want to see what's popping. You know what I'm saying? Sam Darnold getting hurt in the preseason doesn't help matters with Baker Mayfield, because Baker Mayfield is, you know, he usually plays better when he has somebody breathing down his neck, or he has, you know, he has a criticism that's being, you know, levitated on him. So we'll see. And rounding out this division with a 4-13 record will be the Atlanta Falcons. Arthur Smith, head coach, is offensive-minded coach. And we all know that Calvin Ridley has been suspended. And Marcus Mariota is now under center and is now the starting quarterback. And the Falcons have just been kicking it in the same spot. Every year, it just seems like they're not improving at all, you know. But we'll see now. Marcus Mariota has been with the Raiders the last couple of years, and there's been a lot of rumblings, at least from the Raiders fan base, that Marcus Mariota should have been starting over Derek Carr, and we're going to find out whether or not Marcus Mariota, outside of running the football, which is what he probably does better than passing at this point of his career, is going to be able to make things happen there. You know, so all my people down there, all my dirty birds down there in the ATL, man, we're going to see what's popping with it. And that rounds out the NFC South.